ISFPs are the worst thing since my son. And if you don't believe me, take a look. Word of advice: if a succubus ever says she's on the pill, they're lying. Hello everybody, I'm TrebleKnight, part-time comedian and full-time INFP. I've already made videos roasting INFPs, INTPs, ENTPs, so I thought it was about time we roast some delicious ISFP. If you want to see a playlist of all of my roasting videos, link will be in the description. So without further ado, let's get started. They have no structure. ISFPs are about as flimsy as a wet napkin. An ISFP's idea of structure is a house of cards that's on fire. ISFPs have no systems and they never plan for anything. Okay, well they kind of do plan. ISFPs are champion overthinkers. It's just they never plan for anything real. But hey, if they ever find a princess trapped in a tower, they'll have the ultimate pickup line. They're easily overwhelmed. If your idea of a good foundation is a Jenga tower, it's not going to take much to knock you over. And that's the problem with ISFPs. The smallest issues will send them into a death spiral. Heck, ISFPs get panic attacks from yellow lights. Do I speed up, slow down, or maybe I should just back up? ISFPs have no idea. They can't repair anything. Probably another reason ISFPs get so easily overwhelmed is because they can never solve any of their problems. At least completely. ISFPs just can't get their shit together. They long to be toilets. If an ISFP has a problem, it'll never go away. They will adopt it, feed it, take it for walks, and they'll make it part of their personality. It's not a broken car in their driveway. It's an art statement. You see, ISFPs don't have character flaws, they have quirks. They can't take criticism. If you dare tow away their beloved art piece from the apartment parking lot, ISFPs are gonna throw hands. As you can imagine, ISFPs don't take criticism very well. Since they embrace all of their flaws as quirks, if you criticize anything, like their overflowing trash can, you're not criticizing that, you're criticizing their soul. To get a better view of how ISFPs see the world, just add "you're stupid and I hate you" after every line of criticism you deliver. Now you can see why ISFPs quit every job they've ever had after the first performance review. They're super avoidant. Did you know that ISFPs are great at dodgeball? It's because ISFPs are super good at avoiding things. Heck, ISFPs have been avoiding debt collectors for the past 20 years. When an ISFP sees a problem, they just pretend that they didn't. Then ISFPs go and live in a fantasy world. ISFPs are basically the poster child of Hakuna Matata. They're on a self-esteem roller coaster. ISFPs are kind of like a pendulum. They swing around all over the place. Some days, ISFPs are pretty confident in themselves. They'll express their feelings with art and even talk to people. They'll be so confident, they'll flirt with everyone they meet, so long as they're not attracted to them. Because ISFPs only flirt with people they're not interested in. But the next day, ISFPs will be crying in bed all day because they feel like they're the most useless thing to ever exist. And they're kind of right. They're competitive. Given everything I've said about ISFPs so far, the last thing they should ever do is compete in anything. That would be like a vampire binging garlic on a sunny summer day in Arizona while bathing in holy water. But for whatever reason, ISFPs can't help themselves. They get really competitive and start comparing their work and themselves to everybody else. Even though we all know the outcome, ISFPs won't finish in last place. They'll finish in super last place. They're selfish, but they're still pushovers. I may be dating myself a bit here, but do you remember Hannah Montana? It was a Disney show about a teenage Miley Cyrus. During the day, she was a normal high school student, you know, at a luxury school in Malibu, California. But at nighttime, she put on a wig and became a world-famous pop star. Anyway, the show had a theme song all about having the best of both worlds. Well, ISFPs have the worst of both worlds. First off, ISFPs are super selfish. They will always put themselves and their values ahead of everyone at all costs. If their values require it, ISFPs will not only cut in line, they'll push everyone far back. But at the same time, ISFPs have a huge phobia of the word no and are easily manipulated. Basically, you can steal anything you want from an ISFP just by crying a little and sharing a sob story. They can't make up their mind. Never ask an ISFP to make a decision, because if you do, you'll be stuck in decision-making limbo forever. ISFPs are just awful at making up their mind, probably because they don't have a mind. ISFPs struggle with even the most basic of decisions. If you offer an ISFP a drink of deadly poison or Snapple, they'll have to think about it for a good hour. To be fair, it is Snapple. They're messy. Hey, look, it's another P-type that never uses their dresser and closet and keeps all of their clothing in hampers. Yeah, ISFPs are hella messy. Organization they do not have. And if they did have it, they'd lose it. If you put something down in an ISFP's house, you'll never see it again. To be fair, ISFPs try to get organized. And unlike other types, they can actually see the mess. But that kind of makes it worse. INFPs are messy because they can't go 2 seconds without daydreaming themselves into unconsciousness. But ISFPs are messy because, well, they're just messy. INFPs have a lot in common with ISFPs when it comes to how awful they are. In fact, you might want to watch a video talking about all of the ways ISFPs suck. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Special thanks to channel members and patron members, and I'll catch you guys all next time.